So some time ago, I did a video on these Arkham Knight blind box little model kit figures by F5. I thought it was FS in the initial video, but no, they're by F5. I got these on AliExpress some time ago, and I thought they're really cool. I'm a huge Arkham fan, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit of a fan of the 3 3/4 inch scale. You know, I grew up with Star Wars figures, G.I. Joe, and I really like these 3 3/4 inch Arkham figures. Well, I found out that they did more of them, and I have right here the case of the Arkham Knight model kit crazy version figures. There's quite a few in this assortment. Now, there's going to be some repeats, but we have some like 70s skin, which is actually my favorite skin in Arkham City. We've got Ben Affleck Batman. We have a repeat of Arkham Knight and Batman Beyond, and Deathstroke maybe. Those seem like some repeats. If they're straight up repeats, I will not be building them again in this video. We got Christian Bale Dark Knight Batman, which looks really nice. We have the Prestige version of Arkham Knight Batman, which is really cool. That is a slightly different red hooded Arkham Knight. He has the like the logo, the Arkham Knight logo still on his chest instead of the Red Hood logo. We have a repeat of Red Hood, and then these are our two Chase figures, and one of them makes me very mad. One of the biggest appeals for me getting this set was getting an Arkham City, Arkham Knight style Joker in this 3 3/4 inch scale. The old Mattel line didn't do it. This, though, is a Joker, but it's 1 in 72. Looks like I'm either going to get some weird, stupid, clear blue Batman that I don't care one crap about, or the Joker. Like, oh my gosh. I did not know the Joker was the limited super rare figure going into this. If I did, I would have hesitated a little bit more to order this than I did. I really want that Joker. If I don't get it, I'm going to be sorely disappointed, because I can guarantee you I am not going to be ordering more of these just to try to get that Joker. And I guarantee also it's probably pretty expensive on the aftermarket with how limited it is. Because the thing about these figures is that they're actually really good. For being 3 3/4 inch scaled and everything, like, they articulate really well. They've got double jointed knees. Like, they're nice little 3 3/4 inch Arkham figures. Like, dang, this is really nice. And I'm happy to get, you know, a few more added to my collection. I just really hope I get that Joker. Well, I guess by the end of the video, we'll find out if we did or didn't. I do have to say, though, before I get this box in display mode, I love this art on the front. It looks very nice. It's not super Arkham-y in, like, their likenesses and everything, but it's still really nice art of Joker and Batman. This was released for the 85th anniversary of Batman. Definitely big hype for that. There's a very nice picture of that Joker figure that I'm probably not going to get. Look at that. That looks really good. That looks so good. On the top, we have another look. We actually get a little bit of a rundown of some of the kind of accessories we get as well. I do not know what those Arkham logos are about. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, there's a lot of Chinese on this box because this is a a very not domestic released product. I also ordered this on AliExpress. Oh, that art's really nice too. Oh, that's so good. All right, let's go ahead and get this into store display mode and start opening some of these up. All right, so we have 9 boxes here, but we have 11 characters pictured up there. So if we get one of those chases, I guess it's going to supplement one of the normal ones. I'm not quite sure who, because all the normal ones say 1 in 9, but those say, like, different odds. I don't know. A part of me is hoping that I don't get... I definitely don't want that clear blue Batman. I do not want that. But I don't know. I guess we'll see who I don't end up with. The ones I definitely want the most, I definitely want 70s Batman, Christian Bale, and Ben Affleck. So I guess we'll have to find out. All right, let's start opening these up. Here is our box. You can see it has that same nice artwork. Why so serious on Arkham Joker, and very interestingly. A nice image of that 70s Batman. Looks like he might have a plastic cape this time around. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. Honestly, hope it's plastic, because the fabric cape application was so terrible on the Batman before. All right, seems like it has a pretty nice, easy tear tab. Definitely enjoy that, even though I totally just ripped up that. All right, let's see who our first figure is. We have guns, so it's going to be some kind of Arkham Knight. They're actually very nice and silver this time around. Looks like it's Jason? At least that's what the instructions are showing me. Yeah, looks like we got Jason this time around. So we're going to go ahead and get him built up, see if he's any different. Oh, wow, I found out what those batarangs are. You actually get a little metal batarang. That's so cool. Dang, that is nice. Looks like it actually has a little loop there, too, if you want to, like, add it to your keychain or something. It holds moisture like crazy. Like, I don't know if you can see, like, just me touching it, like, it leaves marks and residue. But it's a very cool little add-on. All right, and here's our first figure, Red Hood, all built up. And I gotta say, this looks really, really nice. This is definitely an upgrade from the original. The original did not have painted guns, nor did he have a metallic hood. Everything else, though, is pretty similar. Like, the outfits pretty much look the same. The hoodie looks maybe a little bit more gray instead of black, like on the original. But overall, definitely out of these two, the one that I'm going to keep on my shelf is going to be this new one. Articulation on all these is pretty much the same across the board. Just to show it off on Red Hood here, he has a ball joint at the head, ball joints at the shoulders that can pop off pretty easy if you're not careful. Bicep swivel, elbow bend, a little wrist swivel. They do have a waist swivel that is built in as you're doing it. And then detaching this, to move the legs effectively, they actually have a drop down, which is crazy. But the legs move forward about 90. They've got a thigh swivel, double jointed knee, which is really cool, and little ball jointed feet. So the articulation on these for being very inexpensive little like model kit figures is phenomenal. And of course, they all include very nice little Batman Arkham Knight bases that you can attach and link up together. I definitely like displaying them like that. All right, we got Shiny Jason out of the way. It's actually very cool that they added paint to him. I guess all of the repeats are going to be a little shinier, which I'm not complaining. I think, it really adds to the figures. Looks like this is another repeat. We're going to have Batman Beyond Batman right here. Hopefully there's something different. This time we got a black Batarang. These are so cool. I really like these. I did not know these were really included. I saw it on the box and I'm like, I wonder if it's just like a little plastic stand or something. But no, they're actual metal Batarangs. Batman Beyond then. I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of my favorite figures from the original set and one of my least favorites from this new set. Because looking at them side by side, dude, there's hardly any difference. The silver is like ever so slightly brighter on the new one. Like ever so slightly, but not enough to even make it worth it. Like if you have the original, you don't need this new one. That's for sure. It is just such a minor difference. I personally think I prefer the original just because of that slightly muted gunmetal. Don't get me wrong, it's still very nice. It's still an amazing looking figure and it still like poses really cool. It's Arkham Knight Batman Beyond. Like I literally have the Hot Toys of this figure. It's just that cool of a design. But this one, it's kind of just take it or leave it when it comes to the variant. It's neat, though, I guess. Well, that Batman Beyond was barely any different. Let's see if some of these other ones might be a little bit more different. Looks like this time, oh yeah, we got Ben. We got Ben Affleck, one of my least favorite live-action Batmans, but still, hopefully it'll make for a cool figure. Another silver Batarang. Oh no. That cape, not only is it terribly folded, but it just looks so bad. Alright, let's see how it turned out. Dude, this Ben Affleck figure is really, really good. So it retains a lot of the same kind of engineering of the 70s one. Like it has, those, inlaid shoulders a little bit. But it's this texturing on the suit, dude. It just has such a great texture. Like you can still do the drop down hips. It's so nice. The cape does attach just like the 70s one does. I have him with one of the knives because if I recall correctly, he got stabbed in the shoulder in BVS and he like pulled it out. That's why I gave him one of the knives. They do have the whited out eyes, do keep that in mind, but I think that's a really good likeness to Ben Affleck's Batman. There's not a lot of great Ben Affleck Batman figures out there. At least in my opinion, like especially from Mattel. Like Mattel usually dropped the ball with every one. But this one's actually really good. I know Spin Master also tackled this suit. I have that figure, but I never opened it. I got that Amazon 3-pack and I just never opened it. I liked the box presentation too much. Again, the cape with all the creases and everything. There might be a way to get that out. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. Definitely one that I'm a fan of. I would say when it comes to the sculpt and everything, this is the most impressive. Like the suit texture, the accuracy, the proportion. Like this is a great 3 3/4 inch Ben Affleck. All right, third of the way through. Hoping we get 70s Batman already, just so my mind can be put at ease. I'd love to see Joker, like just get it out of the way. Oh, but hey, we got 70s Batman, the one I'm most looking forward to. With that Ben Affleck Batman cape, I'm worried that that cape is not going to be plastic. Nope, it's got even more creases in it. But hey, we got another black Batarang. Maybe the gold one is like the super special one. Interestingly, on the box, like it doesn't show the silver Batarang even having the logo on it. It's very odd. Oh no, what happened to the paint on the face? It's like they missed a little bit. Oh, that's disappointing. Other than that, this might be one of my favorite figures so far. This is a newly engineered one, and I can tell because like the shoulders, like something about them, they just like feel so much better. The joints were like a little easier to put together. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, something about it. Like, you can get decent hip range without even doing the drop down, but it still does have the drop down, and you can get even more range out of it. Yeah, I love the 70s suit. Whenever I play Arkham City, I always go to the 70s suit when it comes to the default skins. And the 70s suit was carried on in Arkham Knight. It looked a little different. But yeah, this is like my favorite go-to look for Batman. Like, the gray, the blue, this is it for me. The cape wasn't too difficult to put on. You pretty much just like put it on a peg on the neck and then just slide it all down. But this cape is still a little, you know, a little bleh. It's a little bleh. Not the biggest fan of it. But yeah, this is a really cool figure. One that I'm definitely a big fan of. I might just have to touch up that paint on that face a little bit. But yeah, when it comes to like a 3 3/4 inch Batman, like if I take like pictures or something, or if I need a 3 3/4 inch Batman for something, this is probably going to be my go-to when it comes to just like a standard classic comic bats. So far, this experience hasn't been too hot. That 70s Batman face, ooh, that's a little rough. Definitely going to have to put a little bit of paint on that. All right, this time we got Deathstroke. Yes, we got Deathstroke. I'm hoping he's a little shinier than the previous one, because the colors on the original were kind of ugly. Another silver Batarang, and I can confirm this one is much, much shinier. Very happy about that. Deathstroke was probably one of my least favorite figures in the original wave, because his colors just looked so bland. And I gotta say, this new one is quite the glow-up. Yeah, the metallic blue and metallic gold. Yeah, it makes him look so much better. He still has the sword back there. Like, you can remove the sword. He's got a nice sword. You can use that gun from the Red Hood pack to actually, like, give him a gun and also holster it. He's still got his bow. Yeah, this Deathstroke figure looks incredible. And yeah, technically it's, you know, Deathstroke from Arkham Knight, but this is also the same design from Origins, and damn near the same design from the end credit scene of Justice League. So yeah, it's an incredible Deathstroke design. Another figure I actually own the Hot Toys of, and yeah, this is an amazing 3 3/4 inch representation of good old Slade. All right, a little bit of a follow-up. We still haven't gotten Arkham Knight. We still haven't gotten Christian Bale. We haven't gotten any actual Arkham Knight Batman, and we have not gotten the like Arkham Knight Red Hood. So we'll see who we get in these last 4 boxes. Hoping for Joker, but I don't think it's going to happen. Looks like this time around we have the Arkham Knight. I can imagine he's going to be a little shinier than the original. Another black Batarang. I guess the gold's what's going to be hard to get. And yeah, they made him very shiny and very silver, actually to the point of being less accurate than the original. I guess we'll see when we compare them. All right, and here's our upgraded, more metallic Arkham Knight. And I gotta say, I wasn't the biggest fan of the silver at first, but seeing them all built up, I definitely enjoy it. The original one, though, uses a gunmetal color, which I think is more accurate. So when it comes to which one I'm gonna display, it's probably still got to be the original just because it has the more accurate gunmetal. However, I'm not saying that the silver doesn't look nice. It's just not as accurate. I love the metallic, like, blue color all over him. Just looks very nice. Yeah, this Arkham Knight's really good. And at least this time around, we can actually give him some pistols. The original set, you didn't have enough guns to go around, so I just had to give him a knife and make him look all creepy with it. But yeah, this Arkham Knight is fantastic. Seriously, one of my favorite Arkham Knight figures in my whole collection. It definitely beats the old DC Collectibles one and the McFarlane ones, that's for sure. The McFarlane doesn't even have the camo on the pants. Yeah, this Arkham Knight is definitely a winner. All right, 3 to go. Christian Bale, we need Red Hood Arkham Knight, and we need normal Batman. But we might get a Joker. I doubt it. Looks like we have Christian Bale. So at least I got all of the standard ones that I was really wanting. All right, let's get them all built up. We did it. We got the gold Batarang, and it interestingly doesn't have the logo. How weird is that? The black and the silver are the ones with the logos, and the gold does not have it. But on the box, it shows it the other way. Very interesting. But hey, at least I got all 3 Batarangs. I'll take it. Christian Bale's Dark Knight suit. This is a very interesting figure. So the skin was available in Arkham Knight, like you could play as this suit, so it makes sense that it is included here. My biggest issue is that they painted it silver instead of gunmetal. Like, all those accents should be gunmetal gray, not silver. The cape was a little annoying to attach because you, like, attach it to 2 little pins inside the torso, but it kind of pays off. Like, it rests on the shoulders pretty good for just being a cheap little cape. I would say maybe you might want to, like, just cut a little line down there for this to rest a little more naturally up by the neck. But other than that, yeah, this is a good figure. The articulation is still all the same across all of these. That's why I'm not going over it every single time. But yeah, this is a really nice 3¼ inch Christian Bale. I know Mattel did them back in the day for the Dark Knight Rises, and Spin Master did a 3¼ inch Bale recently too. But I think when it comes to your options for a tiny little Christian Bale, this is one of the best ones. Believe it or not, I think Hot Toys actually did a 1/18 Christian Bale Batman. I don't remember how that one turned out, but this one turned out pretty okay. All right, we have 2 boxes left, and we have 4 different figures it could be. Let's just forget Little Red Hood right there. We could get Prestige Batman, we could get Arkham Knight Red Hood, we could get Stupid Clear Batman, or we could get Joker. I'm not going to get Joker. I know I'm not. 172, it's just way too rare. Which sucks, because Joker is the main villain of the entire Batman franchise. Like, not just Arkham, no, but Joker is the main villain. I would love to have his figure. Looks like we have the Red Hood Arkham Knight. And I can tell right off the bat, the original one had, like, the Red Hood logo from the end of the game. This is, like, right when he transitions into Red Hood. So we'll go ahead and get this one built up. And we'll have 1 more left. Another black Batarang, but honestly, I just love getting these Batarangs. It's going to be so cool to have a little collection of them. And here we have the Arkham Knight version of Red Hood himself. You can see he still has the Arkham Knight armor on his chest. When bringing in the original Wave version, you can see this is from the end of the game when he has embraced his Red Hood persona when he saves Bruce from Scarecrow. This is the boss fight. Look, this is how he looks during the boss fight. So both of these are very valid and viable in my display. Unfortunately, but they both look very, very cool. I definitely am, like, digging all the deco and everything. I really enjoy that metallic hood. It makes the old one look a little cheap by comparison, but that metallic hood just looks so, so good. This was one of my favorite figures from the original Wave, and it's probably the best update from this new Wave because it actually gives you a different version of this character in this suit. It's kind of crazy. The Arkham Knight suit literally has 3 renditions in the game. Like, all 3 of these happen in the game. And technically the Red Hood DLC, like, it happens post-game, but Jason has 4 looks in Arkham Knight. That's crazy. All right, guys, this is it. The moment of truth. Our last box. The box to send the display tumbling down because it doesn't have anything to lean on anymore. Will we get Joker? Will we get Prestige Batman? Will we get Stupid Clear Batman? Let's find out. Let's find out. My bets are on Arkham Knight Prestige. That's what my bets are on. And give me the drum roll. Give me the drum roll. It's... yeah, Prestige Batman. Did not get any of those chases. Oh, I'd love to get that Joker figure, though. I'd love to get it. Maybe in a future wave, they'll maybe do like an Arkham City Sick one, make it more available. I actually don't know if they've done another wave yet. Guess we'll find out. Guys, new Batarang alert. I got one that's like, this one's like gold, this one's silver, and this, it's like the same silver as the one with the logo. That's so odd. It's a silver one without a logo. I wonder if there's a gold one with a logo, and I wonder if there's also a black one without. Is it just some kind of variation? I don't know. These are really cool. It's like little prop Batarangs. Here, let me see if I can like get them in my fingers like the Cowardly Lot Batman figure. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's sick. I love it. They're not super sharp or anything, but let's just say if you're punching somebody with these in your hands, it wouldn't feel that great. So we didn't get Joker, but thankfully we didn't get that clear Batman. Instead, we got to the Prestige suit, which is actually very funny that I got this last, because you get this for entirely completing the game. Like everything, New Game Plus and all of it. And I got this figure for completing the set. Completing the box. Of course, I didn't get Joker. I really wish I did. But yeah, this Prestige looks very nice. This, of course, is the variant of the normal... Oh my gosh. Did not plan that. The arm just literally fell off. But anyways, this is a variant of the original Arkham Knight figure from the first wave. And you can see it's got some differences. Like, it doesn't have those little blue highlights anymore on the gauntlets or the boots. Actually, believe it or not, the gunmetal silver is a little bit more muted on the Prestige. And the biggest difference is the bat symbol is now gold, because congrats, you completed the game. Now his symbol's gold. Yeah, I really like this Prestige suit. It looks gorgeous. Funny enough, though, the original Batman, I really struggled with getting the cape on. I really struggled. I had no problem whatsoever getting the Prestige one on. I had no problem. Maybe they fixed it or something. Maybe they changed some of the tolerances. But yeah, it's very cool to finish this set off on such a high note of Prestige Batman. Alrighty guys, there we go. There's the latest F5 Batman Arkham Knight model kit crazy version series or whatever. This video took several hours to film and everything. Took several hours to build these. It actually took a little over an hour to get all of them built. And then obviously the whole unboxing process and everything, yada yada, cleaning everything up. This took a bit, so I really hope you guys enjoyed. This was a really fun series. My biggest and probably only complaint, why the hell is Joker the rare chase variant? He is plastered everywhere. This series is named after him. It's the Joker. He's the main villain. Why is he 1 out of 72? I'm never going to get that figure. Not unless they do a newer series where they release Joker to be a normal version? I don't know. But this is the crazy version, so I don't know. I don't know how they did it. My personal favorites figure-wise, I really, really love the new sculpts, especially for BVS and for the 70s one. I just wish he had a little bit better paint on that face, but that's nothing I can't fix. I love the metallic variants. I'm definitely going to put some of my old ones away in storage now. That just, you know, are less interesting looking. I just don't need them out on display anymore. And hey, especially for, you know, Arkham Knight Red Hood and for Prestige Batman, those variants actually give you a different costume. So that's pretty cool. And on top of that, this set is pretty inexpensive. I bought this on AliExpress, believe it or not, before all of the tariff debacle. So I'm not sure what the price for it is nowadays. But hey, I think I got it for a pretty good deal. Each figure was decently under $10. And hey, with all these cool batarangs too. Like, that's awesome. I really enjoyed this. Alrighty guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about these down in the comments below. As a huge Arkham fan, I love that these figures exist, and I need to look into it after this video if they've done more. I don't know. I don't know as of filming. I don't know. Have they done more? Here, Hand, tell me. Have they done more? Thanks for the answer. I appreciate that, Hand. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know which figures are your favorite down in the comments below. Special shout out to channel members as always. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.